faded olive jacket and scuffed jeans a blasphemy against the tailored tactical gear streaming past. At 23, Harper was a quiet force, her beauty raw and unadorned. Her auburn hair was pulled into a loose braid, strands glinting like embers in the sunlight. Her hazel eyes, sharp and unflinching, held a depth that could stop a heart. She carried an old Moan-Garand rifle, its woodstock worn smooth by decades, slung over her shoulder like a piece of history. Her father, Colonel Thomas Lane, had been a legendary sniper, a shadow who'd ended conflicts with a single shot, and he'd raised her on backwoods ranges, teaching her to breathe with the trigger. After his death, Harper had promised to honor his legacy. But the crowd saw only a nobody with a thrift store.
Robert's birthday was coming up.
Her presence an insult to their exclusivity. The receptionist, a man named Derek, with a slick haircut and a sneer like a blade, blocked Harper's path at the gate. "This isn't a range for ordinary people," he said,
poor girl
his
looking for a
voice
job
dripping
walked into
contempt,
the wrong place.
loud enough to turn
Those who
heads.
belonged knew.
"VIP lanes are for members,
check the time.
not whatever you
10,
are."
30.
He gestured at her
Robert would
rifle,
meet her here
his
at noon,
eyes
just
raking
before
her
their
faded
lunch
jacket.
reservation.
A
She
kid in a
had more than
4-0
enough time to make
tracksuit,
the
Connor
purchase.
Blake, son
She
of a hedge
paused
fund
outside the
king,
boutique's
leaned against a
glinting
pillar,
glass facade,
grinning.
eyeing the
"They're letting in
window
mops
display
and
polished
maintenance now?"
obsidian stands,
he called,
velvet trays,
sparking
rare
chuckles from the group
timepieces
behind him.
arranged like
Harper's
artifacts.
fingers brushed her
She
VIP
inhaled,
past a worn
exhaled,
card from her father's
stepped
old
inside.
CO, earned through
Cool,
blood and loyalty.
conditioned air.
Her
She
auburn
held
hair
it
was
out.
pulled
He
into a
adjusted
loose
the
braid,
perfume of
strands
excellence.
glinting like embers in the
Derek's
smirk
bell
faltered
chimed as she
as the
entered.
scanner beeped
No one
green.
looked up.
But he stepped
She walked
aside,
toward the
muttering,
vintage display
"This
and
is a
saw it, the
mistake."
watch.
The
The
crowd
one she'd
parted,
researched,
their laughter a
its silver
gauntlet,
face
as
caught the
Harper
light
walked
like a secret
inside.
waiting to be told.
As Harper walked through the
"May I help
lounge,
you?" came a voice. Polite words.
had
a
been a
white
legendary
tee, friendly
sniper,
tie,
a
joggers,
shadow
turned
who'd
to
ended
see a
conflict
saleswoman
with a
in
single
reflection
shot,
woman who
and he'd
collapsed,
raised her on
hair
backwoods
bleached,
ranges,
severe
teaching her to
bun,
breathe
her
with the
eyes
trigger.
scanned Claire's
After his death,
15 years,
Harper had
married to
promised
one
to
of
honor
LA's
his
most
legacy.
powerful men.
But the crowd
Today
saw
was
only a
special,
nobody with a
evidently.
thrift store.
Roberts, "I'm interested in that vintage watch." The woman's brow lifted. "That particular item is $85,000. "I'm aware," Claire replied. "I'd like to see it, please." The woman hesitated. Then, "Perhaps I could show you something more accessible. We have some lovely costume pieces that might suit your needs." Claire didn't